Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a fishing lure tier list. We got the tier list pulled up here. Um, Disclaimer, I didn't make this fishing lure like tier list. I just kind of went to like the tier list maker and clicked on like a fishing lure one. So here's what we got here to choose from. This is going to be a fun video, you know? I have no clue what this is to start off with, so I think we're just not going to rate that. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I actually like this assortment of lures, you know? We got the Fluke, you got Ned Rig, you got Chatterbait. This is just a good overall little tier list, you know? Catches. I think all of these are going to be fun to rate. Alright. Starting off, we have the Square Bill Crankbait. I think this is going to kind of be A tier, you know? Yeah, I'm going to put it A tier. No, actually, I'm putting it in S tier, okay? Hear me out. It catches fish all year round, right? It's fun to fish with. I personally, like, kind of started out with this lure. Dropping my computer, sorry. Yeah, I think this is going to be an easy S tier, especially the Square Bill one. Yeah. By the way, guys, so like for example, this like jig, for example, I'm not just going off like a swim jig or a football jig. I'm going like off of the whole overall class of it. Or like say that I have this like swim bait here. I'm not just going off like that one brand or color. I'm going off of the whole class in general, right? Alright, let's get back to the video. So we have the jig. I think the jig. Alright, I'm gonna put this A because hear me out. It catches a lot of fish. It is good all year round. I just don't think it's like quite S tier because it's kind of boring to fish. I do like the hook set on it and stuff. I'm gonna put this A tier. You have swim jigs, you have football jigs. I really like the jigs. Okay, I'm gonna put this A tier. Get the A rigs. Wait, could we get like a perfect line here? Okay, A rigs. They're only good if you're like on a big lake. But like when you're on a big lake, they do catch a lot of fish because it's literally a swarm of shad with like a million like shiny little specks on it, and the fish see that and they're just like, "Ooh, free meal." But people are like, "Oh, they're so inhumane." I don't care, bro. If they catch fish, they catch fish. So I'm gonna put this B tier because if you aren't fishing it in a big lake, like what are you doing? Yeah. The craw. I actually really like the craw, you know? I think the craw is kind of a mid-ish. But I'm gonna put this A because you have, think about it. Let's think about this. You have the rage craw. You have the, what's that one big bait craw? I forget what it's called. I really like that. You have different types of craws. I really like the 6 Sense Congo craw. You have a lot of different craws, right? You can fish it on Texas rig, shaky head, even like a back of a chatterbait or jigs. I think it's very versatile. Catches fish. Not quite an S tier. But yeah, I like A because I like A. Okay, up next we have the Senko, right? Stick bait, whatever you want to call it. catches fish. I think it's kind of overrated, to be honest. I think it's very overrated. Like, it catches fish, but it's almost too simple. I feel like I don't catch very many fish on it. Like, if it's like a big farm pond with like a lot of vegetation, then that's kind of like where it shines. What just happened? But other than that, kind of mid, right? I'm gonna put this B tier. Not trying to make anyone mad, but like, yeah. Ooh, okay. Spinnerbait. I think we're easy A tier here. If you guys remember that one like hour-long video that I filmed, I used a spinnerbait for a part of it, caught a lot of fish. But I also used it the day after, and I think I fished it for like 3 hours. I caught 18 fish on that one lure. Just a chartreuse and white with a chartreuse and white mare. I love that thing. I think it catches a ton of fish. The Booyah one specifically. Even like the 6 cents. I love those things. Yeah, easy A tier. Okay. Swim bait, hard plastic swim bait. I like B tier. Okay. The one that I use, I'm going to be judging this off of, I'm going to be judging the swim bait tier off of the 6-inch trace. It's kind of what I use, to be honest. That's like the only really lure that I use as a swim bait. I'm going to put it B tier. They catch fish, just not as many as I would like it to. They're fun to fish. They look good underwater. But if you aren't in like a big pond with big fish, they aren't really great. Okay, we got the jerk bait up next. I'm throwing this in A tier, right? You can fish it. I'm between B and A. I think A tier. You can fish it fall, winter, spring, like early spring. Catch a lot of fish with it. The one jerkbait that I really use is the XPS Stare Down 100. It's literally just like a super slow sink, 100 size jerkbait. It looks like identical to the Vision 110, but just I think it is a little bit more of a shallow, like more shallow. Yeah, I'll put this A tier. Catch fish, it's not S tier yet. Okay, the frog. Frog catches fish. It's classic, top water, right? But I feel like my only struggle with it is when it's hard to land a fish with it, because like it takes skill to like learn how to, and if you're like a beginner and you're fishing a frog, it catches fish, but you have to like learn how to do the hook set on a frog, and it's completely different. Yeah, it's hard to use, it's hard to fish. If you do learn how to use it correctly, it is a very fun bait to use. I think I'm going to put it B. I think frog is just kind of an overall B tier. Okay. It's hard to see, but I already know. I've seen this image a million times. This is the Ned rig. I had no doubt in my mind. I'm easily putting this in S tier. Ned rig is like the jack of all trades. Catches largemouth, smallmouth. You can use it in the spring. You can use it in the summer. You can use it in the winter. You can use it in the fall. Personally, my favorite Ned rig is probably the... Yeah, I like the 6-inch Bosa. If you guys haven't used it, you definitely need to try it out. It was kind of just like a blind buy off Amazon or whatever, but it catches so many fish. I love that thing. It's so good. Okay, the walking bait. Walking bait, I feel like it depends on which one that you use. They all have very similar action. All do the same thing. I'm gonna put it B tier because I feel like if you aren't in a big pond with like very aggressive fish, I feel like it's a little too energetic and it moves a little too quick, you know? It depends on how you fish it. Some people fish it slow, some people fish it fast. I think it's a B tier. It catches fish, just not as good as I think it could, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna keep it B. Okay. I guess I grabbed this. Inline spinner, I'm thinking of the rooster tail. First thing that comes to mind when I think of this. Easy A. Easy A tier. You can catch bluegill, bass, any pond pretty much. Like small farm ponds is definitely where this thing shines. And ponds that have like smaller bass. You're pretty much guaranteed to catch a fish if you use this, right? I'm going to keep it A. Buzzbait. Another A. Top water. Really fun to use. Kind of similar to like a whopper plopper. Just a little bit more. It's like the same idea as a whopper plopper. Just completely different like layout and execution. I'm going to keep it A. Catches a lot of fish. A lot of big fish. Fun to use. Not necessarily S in my eyes. I'm not really a big buzzbait fisher. I'm more of like a whopper plopper guy. Okay, the chatterbait. Okay, like I said, this goes for like all chatterbaits and stuff. Easy S. Think of it. You have the jackhammer, you have the Evo, you have the original. The only downside is the price, but even then, it is so worth it. All the colors, like the styles, like the jackhammer is kind of like 20 something bucks, but like I pretty recently, like last year October 2025, caught 516 bass on a fire craw chatterbait. I just love the chatterbait. It's so fun to use. I like the Mini Max, wide variety. I don't really use any other like vibrating jigs. I don't use like the Slobber Knocker or the XPS Chatter Shad or whatever that thing is called. I don't even know. Alright. The spoon, simple. I feel like it's a little too simple. It's like catches fish, but I think it's a little worse than like all the others here. I'm gonna put it C tier. It works, but I think it's just too simple almost. Like, you gotta have a little more action. Okay, the deep diving crankbait, I'm gonna put it C because I feel like the square bill and the lipless are so much better than this just because I feel like the action and like you're kind of forced to deep dive. It's not bad. I just feel like the square bill and like every other crankbait is way better. And if you compare it to like any other lure on this list, it's not very good, right? Up next, whopper plopper. Like I said, I'm easily putting this in S. It's the best topwater. I've been using this since I was like very little. When I was little, this was like my favorite lure of all time. I really like the just the original whopper plopper dopper and the Chapo. I really like those two. So yeah, easy S tier. Catch a lot of fish. Really fun to use. Drop shot rig. I think that's what this is hinting at. Put a B. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to use, to be honest. It's mid. You have like the drop shot wacky rig, and that's like the only thing saving this. But other than that, it's kind of mid. I'm gonna put it like B. Okay. Up next, we have like the soft plastic swim bait. I'm putting this in easy S tier. You can fish it on a chatterbait trailer. You can, personally, my favorites are like the Strike King Rage Swimmer. I love that thing. That's like, it's so simple that it just works. That's kind of like my favorite lure of all time. It's so simple. Okay, the Fluke, right? The best pond lure I've ever seen in my life. Easy S tier, right? You can fish it fast, you can fish it slow. I love this thing in the spring around some grass in the summer. The best pond lure ever. And the last but not least, we have the lipless crankbait. Put it A tier, you know. I feel like it's okay. It's good. It's good. It's just not S tier, you know. I like keeping it here. I don't really catch very many fish on it. I also don't fish it very much. But yeah, I think they're decent. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna wrap it up here, guys. Let me know what you guys think of my tier list. If you guys will make any changes, feel free to comment. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.